Ripple's at it again, guys. Have you heard the latest with Ripple? All of that coming back. Stay tuned. Welcome back, guys. How you guys are doing out there? That's right, guys. You heard correct. Ripple's at it again. And this time they are actually coming a little bit stronger. Now, there was talk that maybe Ripple would have come into Coinbase, and that was a big thing because everybody was hoping that it would actually be introduced into Coinbase. And when that news didn't actually went through, a lot of people kind of like, felt kind of short on it. And of course, you notice that Ripple actually dropped down. It went down to about like 70 cents at some point in time. So not good news for Ripple, but here is the good news for Ripple coming in. They just finished signing a contract with Japan, and they have signed 61 banks in Japan that are going to be doing transaction now with Ripple. And the idea is that they're going to be actually releasing a beta service, or a beta tester, about that in next month. And they're going to actually see how well that works. So basically what they're going to be doing is having an app on their phone, and they're going to be actually having people who will be able to transfer money from one bank account to a next bank account in minutes. We're talking about in less than minutes. We're talking about in seconds. So they're looking to actually try this out first in Japan and see how well it goes before they actually introduce it here to the United States. But with that being said, Ripple also has been doing this with other countries outside of Japan. So this is not new territory for Ripple, and this is actually something that Ripple's already has been customizing, already doing for other countries. But now they're actually bringing it into Japan, and they actually want to go ahead and do it in Japan. The reason why they're trying it in Japan, or they're trying to do their beta in Japan, is because Japan is a little bit more tech savvy and is a little bit more tech friendly than all other countries around there. And Japan loves the idea of actually having this type of system put into play where they can actually monitor it and have a better way of actually seeing how is it that transactions flow in and out, and how well they can actually get an accurate number going in and out, which is a little bit much better than what they have right now. Not saying that what they have right now is no good. That's not true, but they're looking to improve what they have right now to even bring it to another level. So with that, they're also going to be implementing a whole bunch of new securities put into play. So not only are you going to be having the app actually being able to transfer money from one bank account to another bank account within 3 to 4 seconds, but you're also going to be having that protection, and where it's going to be highly impossible, and I say highly impossible because nothing is foolproof, but highly impossible for it to get hacked. So hopefully they're working on that, and they're working on those kinks, and actually hoping to bring that into light as they go ahead and they start working with this beta version for next month coming in. So that's what's going on with Ripple right now. Now, as Ripple is starting to move along, we also see that Bitcoin is getting a little bit deflated. We're seeing that Bitcoin now is starting to drop a little bit. It's making a little struggle. It's trying to fight, but you can see that it's starting to lose some of its steam. It's not as strong as it was before, and we're starting to see that. We're starting to see that every time it drops maybe from 9 to 8 very easily. And if you guys remember the .com bubble, better way of putting it, that you can see is actually going in the same direction. Now, we do have some loyal fans of Bitcoin that are not going anywhere, and they're holding on to their Bitcoins because they're hoping that somewhere down the line they can see the tunnel and hopefully get out. There is also a lot of other people that actually kind of seen the tunnel already and already at the end of the tunnel and not looking to actually go any further with it. So they are cashing out. It is what it is. So this is why you're seeing Bitcoin trying to drop, not trying, but it is falling as it goes down the line. It is what it is. Now, remember guys, I put up a video, which I'll put the card up right now so you guys can see it, about Ripple. And I explained about Ripple and what Ripple was all about on that video there. Hopefully, and like I said, hopefully we can actually see Ripple actually making a little dent And as it moves along, hopefully it will be introduced into other networks. We're not too sure about that yet. We don't know what's going on, but this is fantastic news for Ripple. So believe it or not, with it actually being taken into Japan, and actually, like I told you guys before, is being introduced into Japan, and now with them actually having 61 banks in Japan, with the 3 major banks of Japan behind it, backing it, it's great news for Ripple. So again, like I always told you guys, keep your eyes on the prize, because you never know when this can blow up. And again, I always put this disclaimer up, is the most riskiest thing you can ever invest in. So just don't take my word for it and go ahead and put your life savings on it, because again, it's the most riskiest thing you can ever invest your money in. So with caution, and always be on the safe side when you're dealing with digital currency, because you just don't know how this thing might turn out. So hopefully that's something that you can keep in the back of your mind, and do understand that this is the most riskiest thing an investor could ever invest on. We're also going to be seeing that coming in, Toys R Us is going to be, looks like they're going to be filing for bankruptcy. They are looking to see, they're closing down more stores. They're trying to liquidate a lot of their assets in hopes that they can actually stay open and continue moving forward. But because I always say this, if a company is not looking to continue competing with other companies and is not looking to take on other companies, then other companies will eat them out. And that's basically what has happened to Toys R Us. Toys R Us has not been on the block to actually be competing with other people. They thought they were the big kingpins on the hill, and now they are being taken down, and I mean taken down badly. So they're looking to actually close down some more retail stores. Hopefully they can liquidate some of that money, and hopefully they can actually continue to stay open. I mean, I grew up with Toys R Us and I like Toys R Us, but as everything else, if you're not competing, you're not winning. And that's just the real talk here. All right, and that we're going to be seeing. We're also going to be seeing that they're also going to be reporting, the feds are going to be actually coming out, and they're going to be reporting on their Fed hikes and what's going on with that. We also saw, as I reported from last week, the job and how the jobs went up by 300,000 for the month of February, which is a great thing. That's showing that the economy is actually on the right path. It's actually moving up. So that's a good thing. So with that and everything else putting in, I'm going to keep an eye on everything else for you guys out there. And if you guys have any questions or comments or anything you would like me to talk about, please leave it at the comment section below. And as always, don't forget, more gains, more gains, more gains, giving it your maximum effort. Peace out.